aleluya. Quiero anunciar también que para el próximo culto de niños, vamos a ver si los niños se ponen la camisa que usamos para ir para el zoológico. Lo que se puede ordenar una oficial para la sociedad de niños. El próximo culto de niños vamos a ponernos la camisa como la pastora. Remember, we all have one. Let's wear that one for the next service. Into the pastor, we come out with a shirt for the kids or a uniform, porque tenemos que ya pues organizarnos. No. So vamos a ver si alguien de los niños, if any of the kids don't have any, there's some shirts downstairs. I don't know what size, but maybe after church we could go and look over them. Yeah, we still have time, but I'm just letting you know that next service we all gonna have a shirt. I have mine, remember we all have one? Okay, so we're gonna wear that one. Vamos a estar toditos de pie porque estoy nerviosita. Siempre cuando uno se está aquí al frente uno se pone como nervioso. Vamos a esperar a nuestro hermano Pito que me lleve en oración para poder desarrollar esta lección esta noche.
Gloria a Jesús.
Se pueden sentar toditos. Voy a esperar que los niños pongan atención because there's gonna be questions. So, vamos a ver cómo empezamos esto. La imaginación mía es bien grande y algunas veces no tiene límite. Si me dejan traigo un océano aquí adentro. So you know when your mind starts going and going and going and going and then you say, wait a minute, I need to stop somewhere. Porque si no, olvídate. Huh? Yes, it's like, it's crazy, but I know it all comes from God. You know, Dios le da a uno un mensaje, una lección, y uno empieza pues a decir, ok, puedo hacer esto, esto, lo otro, y it doesn't stop. Even in my break at my job, I'm here thinking, okay, esto, el pecado, que si esto, que si lo otro. Like, it's crazy, but I know that everything we do is for God, okay? So como el micrófono a mí me pone un poco más nerviosa. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put it down. Because it's like scary. Okay. Can somebody tell me the title of the lesson tonight? Victoria. Let's be fishermen of men. Okay? Esa fue la lección que Dios puso en mi corazón. Él sabe por qué. Yo sé que le va a ayudar a alguien hoy. I would love to say all this in Spanish because it's easier for me, but I know the kids, you know, so voy entre español, inglés, español, inglés, español, inglés. Okay? So, a question. Has anyone ever been fishing before? Wow, I'm surprised. Verán, hasta los adultos. Verán, you've been fishing before. Do you like it? Pastora, you like it? No. Bebé, you like it? You like it? Who don't like it? You don't like it? Hasta la pastora don't like it. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. For me, personal, I don't like it. The only time that I went fishing, it was not even fishing fish. It was catching crabs. And that's terrible. Let me tell you, esto es algo terrible de coger cojolía. I remember my dad taking us to Wildwood, 7 of us, with these cages. We're dragging them Stinky because it was mud. And when he used to say, let's pack everything because we're gonna go and get crabs, I used to say, oh boy, here we go again. And my dad with buckets, thinking that he's gonna get like 200. So we all helped, you know. We were all little, 7 of us. And I remember that he used to park this car like in the highway. And we used to walk in, driving everything. I said, well, wait a minute, where is he taking us? A big mud with mosquitoes. It was a terrible thing for a child. I'm still traumatized, you see? And I used to, like my dad, the chickens and, the pieces of chicken, I remember he used to put it like, I think inside, like holding in, and he used to throw it. And guess what? My dad has so much patience that he used to sit down, mind his own business, waiting, and us fighting over there, pulling our hair. We wanted to leave. We used to say, how much did you get? Oh, one. One? In 1 hour? And a little one. So, oh no, this is not even worth it. So, mientras nosotros nos cogíamos por el pelo, mi padre estaba pescando lo más tranquilo. Algunas veces cogía a lot. Sometimes no cogía nada. Sometimes cogía chiquitita. Sometimes decía, oh no, nos vamos después de 6 horas, 7 horas, con un little bucket. Okay. So you have to have patience. I don't have it. I don't have it to. I have it here. I have it here. I don't have it. I don't see myself sitting down. Yo que estoy energetic. Así sentadita pescando. I can't. This is not for everybody, I think. But anyway. So, do you think, kids, right here, do you think the way I'm dressed right now, only the boots, I put the boots for this occasion. They're beat up. That's the reason I put them. Do you think the way I'm dressed, I'm ready to go fishing?
No.
Why? What am I missing?
Fishing gear.
What are you talking about? I have my boots on. You don't need boots. You need boots up to here. Especially me that I'm short.
I got you.
A vest.
You need your fishing gear.
Fishing gear. What else? Fishing. What else? What am I missing? Clothes. Okay.
Your worms. Your bugs.
Oh, yes.
What do you think? I'm ready?
No.
I'm ready.
No, you're not.
Huh?
No, you're not.
Why?
You need your license.
Exactly.
I knew you was going to ask that one. Because everything has to be legal.
Yes.
Okay, what else?
Your fishing rod.
Where's Skipper?
I have it right here.
Where's Skipper?
I have it right here.
Gonna get
I have it right here. Hey.
Worms.
I have everything in my little bag. Yeah, everything is in there. Everything is in there. Okay? What else I need?
Need a fish. The waterproof pants.
No, eso no lo tengo puesto. Eso lo tengo guardadito.
I need a bowl.
I need a bowl? Okay, I don't have a bowl here, but let's pretend I do have. I could bring a bowl to church.
You need your sunscreen so you won't get burned.
Okay, I have that too here.
The net.
What I need?
The light.
A what?
A flashlight.
A flashlight. I need a flashlight. I have it here.
You need a bucket. You need a net.
Pretend I have the bucket.
You need the net.
I have the little thing.
What the?
I Wanda.
That's what I need.
Okay, I have this.
Tíralo ahí, que pescado, tíralo ahí, mira.
Okay. All right. So I have all the equipment that I need to go fishing. Okay. Fishermen use fishing poles right here. Right here. Okay? But sometimes they use nets. Right there. Today's lesson is about some fishermen that one day Jesus showed up on their boat. But I don't want to stay in that story because I want to tell you why God compared and told the disciples why they were going to be fishermen of men. There's a reason. There's a good reason. And you know, when you put this and you try like this, you know, you catch a fish, right? That was fast. Let me take this off. Okay, let's start, and I'm going to ask questions, okay? One day, as Jesus was standing by the lake of Gennesaret, I'm saying it right? Gennesaret? What lake Jesus was standing? What lake? He was preaching to a crowd. What Jesus was doing? Preaching to a crowd of people. He saw two boats. How many boats he seen? Two boats. Remember, I'm going to ask questions. So if I'm going over, it's because I'm going to ask you. Okay? He saw two boats on the seashore. He got into the boat, which belonged to Simon. Who the boat belongs to? Simon. And told the crowd of people from the seashore. When Jesus was done teaching, he told Simon to pull his net into the water. He said, you know what? Yeah. Tengo que comprar un micrófono al pastor. Okay, he said, you know what? Throw the okay, está un poquito enredada, but you know, throw it. Ya saben que yo nunca he ido a pescar. Okay, to throw it, to throw it there. Okay? He said to put his nets into the water to try to catch some fish. Simon had been fishing all night long and had not caught one fish. Sometimes that happens to us. We could be 7 hours fishing, and you caught flour, shoe, part of a shirt, everything except a fish. Okay, you get desperate. So we see here that Simon had been fishing all night and had not caught any fish, but he listened to Jesus anyway and put the net into the water. When Simon did this, the net became so full of fish, okay, that the net began to break. He had to call a friend to help him bring in the nets and the fish. Simon was amazed by all the fish they caught and was embarrassed because he knew that he was a sinful man. Who are we talking about? You're listening, I'm glad. He told Jesus to leave because he knew that he was sinful and didn't deserve all of the fish that they had caught. But Jesus told Simon and the other men that they will become fishers of men. When Simon and the other men heard this, they parked their boats and left everything they had and followed Jesus. What did Jesus tell Simon to do? No, put the one. You're saying it backwards. Put the one. Net in the water. And what happened with the net? And they were there all what? All night long. Did they catch any fish?
No.
No. No. Okay. Jesus used the fish as an example to catch the disciples' attention. Jesus called them from fishing for fish to fishing for men. That's when I started my lesson. Okay? That's when I started my lesson here. No le va a coger mucho tiempo, no se preocupe. Okay. So we see here, we're talking about who? Simon. And who else? Jesus. And what happened there with the fish?
They try to catch fish with him.
Okay. So I'm gonna explain to you, the little kids, that the qualities of a good fisherman, and that's how we compare it to being a fisherman of men. You will say, wait a minute, what the fish have to do with the men? Okay? But I'm gonna tell you, a good fisherman have to have patience. I don't have it. I cannot stand, let me get my thing. I cannot stand 10 hours like this, looking at everything, standing. You cannot move. You have to hold the thing unless you have a stand. Who has the patience for that? Someone special. Someone that likes doing this. I think this is not for everybody, but when you become fishermen of men, it's for everybody. You understand what I'm saying? Are you getting me? So you have to, it takes time to catch a fish, okay? And being a fisherman of men, always on God's perfect timing. God works in somebody in His time. Sometimes we're so patient for that person to convert. Like, no, you have to convert today, now. And God says, wait a minute, it's not the time. Be patient. So that's what the two are related, okay? The other one is persistence. Okay, you don't give up, you keep waiting. When you fish, you throw thing on the que para allá, lejos. Y tú ves ahí esperando que caiga algo. Puede llover y tú paras ahí. You know, viene la tormenta and you're standing. You're looking at everybody what's happening around you. If the other one catch a big fish, you look over there, wow, what's going on with mine? But if being a fisherman of men, you don't give up on a person. You don't give up. You keep trying.
Yes.
You keep trying. If that person says, no, not today, maybe tomorrow, okay, sister, okay, brother, we're going to keep praying for you. But sometimes we lose the faith on the people. And that's how the two are related. The other one is determination. Okay? So, I'm determined to catch a fish. Trust me, I'm not moving from here. I'm standing right here. Even if it's 3 hours, 4 hours, maybe 5 hours, I move to another spot. You have to move. But I went one time fishing, in 95 minutes, I was already getting another spot. Because I said, but I was only 5 minutes standing. So how that compares to being a fisherman, our goal is to go to heaven. That's our determination. We're going to heaven. The other part of being a good fisherman, you have to have the right equipment. You have to be ready. You have to have everything. Be ready with everything you need. And being fishermen of men, you have to have the armor of God, the Bible. That's your equipment right there. Okay? So we always have to be prepared. Know your target. Okay, what that means. Are the kids listening? I hope so. Is what you want to, oh my. If you want to catch a type of fish, you go there. I'm not going to go to a swimming pool and expect to catch a fish. I have to go to a lake or an ocean or a river or something that I know, is legal to catch, to take in fish. Okay, fishermen, who you want to talk to, I cannot talk to same way I talk to a kid. Meaning, if I'm talking to an adult, I'm going to talk as an adult. If I'm talking to a youth, I better use simple words. If I'm talking to a child, you guys in school, you have to talk as a child. Okay, so that's how we compare them to. Know your surroundings. Okay, what that means? Look around you, the conditions. I'm not gonna go fishing where it's all rocks. What I'm gonna fish, a rock? I have to go where I know it's okay for me to throw this. Okay, that's common sense. So how that's related to fishermen of men? Look around the condition of the person. Sometimes by you looking, you understand what that person is going through. Okay? It's like the pastor says, that he's never been in drugs, so he cannot talk to a person that is drug addict, because he's never been there. I could talk to a person about restoration, because my marriage was restored. I know what's been there. But I cannot talk about drug addict because I never used drugs either. So know the situation around you. Knowing that, I think you will get far, and trust me, that person is going to come to the Lord. Amen. Okay. Use proper bait. Okay? A bait is like a knot, whatever you put here, like the food. Okay? The message of the gospel, ay Señor. You could, oh, sorry. Okay, it's the message of the gospel, and we need people to follow Jesus, okay? Practice. We can just say, okay, take me to the ocean, without me trying how to fish first, how to even put a bait, how to use a hat, how you use a. You have to have a process.
Praise God.
Like the pastor, he's teaching us to be disciples, right? That's the same thing. You have to be teach first. It's a process. Not everybody could be a teacher and say, okay, I'm going to teach. No. Or sing, you have to know how to sing. You have to know how to play a guitar. I just can say, Roberto, get out. I'm going to play the piano today. How? I don't even know, what is it? An organ. You understand what I'm saying? It's like you have to have practice before you do anything. And the more you talk to a person, the more practice you get and the better you get. Like sometimes I'm shy to talk. You'll be surprised, I'm very shy to talk. But with practice, I get better. You know, as you do it every day, okay? You have to understand the process too. Sometimes we want the person to change so fast, and that is the one who changes people. We have to leave that to God, not us, God.
Amen.
It's hard work. A work of a fisherman is a very hard work. We have to have the right attitude. Kids are listening, I'm going to ask questions. We have to have the right attitude. A good fisherman goes with the anticipation of catching a fish. You don't want to say, okay, I'm going fishing, but I know I'm not going to get no fish. You never say that, right? You say, no, ya trae montones de pescado para acá. You know, you go with that mentality that you're going to catch something, okay? So we share the gospel with anticipation of God, using our meager efforts to draw people to God. So when we go out there, we know that somebody's going to convert or somebody's going to talk to. Like you could talk and say the word, and God is going to try with that person, okay? Maybe that person don't convert right there, but maybe at home they start thinking, wow, esa hermanita, she told me a few words that are true. You know, you start thinking, and that's what God wants, okay? Enjoy the process. You have to love this. If you don't love this, trust me, if you don't catch a fish, you're gonna get very angry. Because you have to enjoy what you do. Okay?
Aleluya.
So you have to have love for the people out there. You have to love talking to other person about God. You have to want that. That's a gift. You know, any little time you have and talk, you know, that you're able to talk to somebody, do it. Okay?
Gloria a Dios.
But why Jesus picked fishermen? Because fishing for fish and fishing for men requires some of the same skills and techniques.
Amen.
That's the reason Jesus picked fishermen. Okay? Denme un momentito. I'm going to ask questions.
Vive Jesús Arellano.
Déjame ponerle esto que me voy a llevar la lista. So God loved you and wants you to be fishers of men as well. God will be with you as you grow up. As you grow up, God is going to be with you. And you will learn to tell other people about Jesus. So don't think because you're little kids, you're not going to be fishermen of men. You could talk in school. How many of you talk about God in school? You have to. You know, your little time playing, you know, always talk about Jesus, okay? So when you talk to someone about Jesus, you're becoming fishermen of men. You're bringing people to Christ, okay? This is all about bringing people to Christ. No se preocupe que ya mismo nos vamos. Tengo mucho papel, hemos dicho mucho de eso, pero it's okay. So we must fish God's way. Okay? The proper bait is the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Okay?
Aleluya.
And like I say, we need to start bringing people to the church. We need to start doing our part. We have to start being fishermen of men. Okay, it's good to fish, to, you know, fishes, but the whole thing here, the message is that we need to start doing something and bring people to God. Okay?
Amen, brother. Aleluya.
Okay.
Santo Jesús.
Lela, here. Everybody's gonna take one turn and we're done. Try to get a fish from there.
Yes.
Okay, a question. Who was preaching by the lake? Jesus. Good job.
Amen.
Vete tú. Come on.
Vente tú.
Uno grande, big one.
Okay. The boat that Jesus got into, who it belonged to? Simon. Yeah? Victoria. A little cry. Later, think about it. Come on, princess.
That's a big one.
It tastes patient, right? It tastes Calma la cosa. Paciencia.
Oh, you got it. Down more. Down.
I was just getting
What did Jesus told Simon to do with his net? Put it on the water. Good job. I just want to give you one question. Ay, santo. Esto es lo que pasa cuando uno pesca, el revolú este del hilo. Yo no lo corto y lo dejo tirado por allá. Esto es la paciencia, la determinación, más uno ciego, imagínate. Espérate.
You see the one that's hanging?
Wait a minute, it's this here. Ay, santo.
Go.
Oh, okay. ¿Viste? Paciencia. Here. No, come on. We have to leave.
She has it too.
We're leaving.
It's too loose.
It's okay, vente. Okay. Okay. Who was embarrassed? Who was embarrassed? You got it?
Fish in there.
He caught
There you go.
He got three.
Yes.
He caught one. She put it in there.
Okay.
You're
Not fast.
He did.
What was Simon's job? What he was doing? What is called?
fishing.
Somebody that catch fish.
What's a fish?
Fisherman. You got it?
Fisherman.
Oh, here. Este chiquitín, yo no sé cómo vamos a hacer esto. Espérate. Desde acá abajo. No, toma. Cuéntalo por aquí. Excuse me.
Cuidado con la mata.
Ay.
Cuidado con la planta.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. There you go. Okay.
fish.
Okay, let's change the question. Help me out, people. Something easy.
Just ask him.
Who we talking about? Okay,
Where do you fish?
where do we fish? Where do we go fishing? Water! You sure? Nos vamos a quedar aquí toda la noche pescando, no se preocupen.
Fish.
Luego la pastora bien interesante allá, yo creo que ella quiere venir a pescar aquí. Okay, good job. All right, we're good. We're good. All right, so, oh, a question, wait a minute. Where did Jesus got into to go and talk to Simon? He got in a what? Where? Yeah, go ahead. No, the first one you say. A boat. A boat. All
He
right.
got into the boat. Got into the water.
Bring my finger.
Today.
Okay. So, no, let's stop here. Okay. So, vamos a salir con la mentalidad de aquí, que nosotros no sabemos pescar pescado. Podemos pescar y atraer gente. Podemos ir allá afuera y traer personas aquí para el rebaño. Uno no tiene que saber pescar pescado. Pero uno puede ir allá afuera y arrebatarle todas esas almas al enemigo y traerlas aquí. Ok, so ese es el mensaje mío de esta noche. Hacer pescadores de hombres. Ok, que el Señor le bendiga.
Gloria a Dios. Cuando se gozaron. ¿Cuánto Dios le ministró?
Amén.
¿A cuánto Dios le habló? ¿A cuánto Dios le habló?
Amén.
Hay tres amén. ¿A cuánto Dios le habló? La pregunta es,